Okay, so good day, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of SME Roundtable. And I'm your host, Eguna Precious. Briefly, before we go into the program for today, I would like to tell you who we are and what we do. So, we are Pels Consulting, a management consulting firm that provides services to aid organizations in achieving their growth and expansion targets, with special attention to the economic improvement of SMEs. Pels Consulting provides professional services at an affordable price. We are committed to the strengthening of the internal process and practices of organization by building a system that constantly delivers results. To make this program a success, we have some of our partners. We have Fat Corner, we have 10 TV, we also have Jobberman. And on our show today, we have two special guests. Like, I'm so excited. Like, we have two special guests. We have Mr. Idowu Aremu, and who is the CEO of Rumex. And we also have Mr. Aremu Matthew, who is the CEO of Aremu Innovation.
Yeah, you're
You're
welcome.
welcome, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right. Good afternoon. You're welcome, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
so let's just go quickly into the show. So, sir, I would like to ask. So, we'll be starting with Mr. Idowu. So, Mr. Idowu, can you tell us about yourself and your company?
Yeah, my name is Aremu Olusegun. So my company name is Rolex Industries. I deal with
Okay.
shoemaking and bags, and we deal with female farm and so on and so forth. A lot of leather
Okay,
goods.
sir, we cannot hear you clearly. Can you like speak up, be more audible?
I say I deal with shoes, bags.
Okay.
Generally, we deal with leathers.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
that's it.
right. So, is that all you want to tell us about your company?
Yeah, for now. But as time goes, you get to know. That's just it.
All right, so okay, no problem. All right, no problem. So, Mr. Matthew, back to you. So,
yeah,
you heard the question. So, tell us about yourself and your company.
yeah. My name is Aremu Matthew, born in
Okay.
Lagos State, but not the origin of Lagos State. I'm from Oyo State, like that. Yeah. So what I do, I'm into fashion. I sew clothes, men's wears, yeah, all kind of
Okay.
design, shirts, English wears, shirts, trousers, casual wears, kaftan. We make
Wow.
suits, so make all kind of men's wear. So that's what we do.
Okay.
So
Wow.
anything
Beautiful.
men's, we do.
All right. So, okay, let me just continue with you before we go back to Mr. Ido. So, what led you into that business? What led you into making clothes for men?
Okay,
Did
yeah,
you get my question? Mhm.
yeah, I got it. I got it. Back then,
Okay, thank
I
you.
actually I love wearing shirts. So
Okay.
I discovered that then I used to buy shirt for people. I buy shirt for choirs like that, and I'm good in getting good colors. I know where they sell cheap ones, and
Quality.
yeah, quality ones. And I used to make my money. So along the line, coupled with the way Nigeria is now after secondary school, everybody's looking for factory work to do, like that. But
Yes.
and I don't want to do. So I want something that that I have interest, that I can do with my hand, that I can learn much faster.
Mm.
So I had to go into fashion. I had to learn, for years, and so that's what makes me go into the fashion world. Because I actually
Wow.
love fashion. I love fashion.
Mm. Yes, I saw it from your picture too. And that dress the clothes you were really, it was really, really nice. Okay, so Mr. Ito,
Yeah.
what led you into your business?
Yeah, talking about what led me to this business, I have a lot of things that led me to this business. But first of all,
Okay.
I love working for shoes. That's it. I
Mm.
have passion for shoes. When I'm talking about passion, one, I love wearing shoes. I can wear shoes from morning till night and I'm fine.
Wow.
Honestly, she understand. And then I was like,
Mm.
I love shoes. How much shoes will I be buying with my salary every month? She understand. So I have no time to
Mm.
go And you know,
True.
and then
Yes.
people tend to like the shoe I'm wearing, and they be like, where do you get this shoe? I'm sorry, I made it myself because I want to be wearing this shoe.
Mm,
So they're like, okay, yeah,
mm.
make one for me. So that's how the conversation
Wow.
gradually. Because I love this shoe, make it for me. I love this shoe, make it. But then I'm not looking at the money aspect. But I
Mm.
love making the shoe. I love it. So that's how the company started, and from there I've been making shoes in 2020 up to today. A lot of dreams.
Wow. And what is exciting about today's show? Both of you are siblings, and one makes clothes and the other person makes shoes. So like it's a complete family. So assuming I was your sibling now, if I need a shoe, I know who to turn to. If I need to make clothes, I know who to turn to. Well, that's so exciting. Okay, so Mr. Idowu, I would like to ask, so at the inception of the company, what were the major challenges you faced? And how were you able to navigate through those challenges? The major challenges you faced when you started your shoe business. So, and how were you able to navigate through the challenges?
The major challenges I faced while starting up this company was in shoemaking. You know, different shoes. We have different types of shoes and different type of style. Do you understand? And
Yes.
each style has a particular mold you use to make each of them. So
Mm,
for you to be a professional shoemaker, you need to get a lot of mold for each type of style of shoe that you want to make. So getting those mold is a challenge in Nigeria here. Do you
mm.
understand? So
Yes.
and even the price of getting the mold, at least now we are getting a mold for 6,000 naira, which is
Mm.
for one size, and we have so many sizes. We have from size 39 to about
Nine
29.
to yes.
Ehen. So for a particular kind of style, there is a particular kind of mold you need.
Mood.
So because the particular mold, we have like different style of shoe. So getting those mold here in Nigeria is very difficult now. So any moment they
Mm.
bring the mold down to Nigeria, we need to be like look for money to get it. Whereas they are not prepared to get it, but it's just something that you can get at any time.
Mm.
Sure, you understand. So those one is
Yes.
just a lot of challenges. Getting of mold, nice material, the things
Mm.
that the customer wants for us to be able to convince them that we are making a nice shoe here in Nigeria. Do you understand? So those are the
Wow.
challenges.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, we'll still talk about that. So Mr. Matthew, so
Yeah.
what were the major challenges you faced, and how were you able to navigate through those challenges when you started your company? What were the major challenges you faced?
Yeah, number one, the major challenge that I face is getting equipment, to
Mm.
work, especially our machines. At first when I started, I
Yes.
thought it was all about you just getting one machine, just start working. And
So.
and it is more than that, because when you get one
Mm-hmm.
machine, you started working, and your customers start increasing, and even
Increasing.
along the run, you will discover that you need more ends to help you.
Yes.
And this generation now, like they used to say, our generation, they don't want to go into,
They don't want to work.
they don't
Nobody
want to
wants to
learn.
work.
So, and
Yes.
it's very hard for you to even see somebody to come and help you, to come and work with you. And
Mm.
imagine you are the one sewing, you are the one ironing, you are the one
Ah.
going to deliver.
14.
And
Ah.
it's not just one delivering, you are going to like 3-4 places, and that day, that day is gone. So,
It's
and you still have other
gone.
things to do. Sometimes we have to be on night, we don't sleep, just to meet up, orders, to meet up so many things. So
Mm.
it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Really, really
Yes, it
big
is.
one.
It is.
And two,
It
workspace
is.
too. Getting workspace
Mm.
where to work. You have to start from a small place, like that, like that, like that. Manage with somebody till you get your own. So it's a
Um,
challenge. To workspace too is also a challenge.
challenge. Wow. That's true. What you just said is true because I've heard people over and over, like several times, where they say, nobody wants to work these days. Everybody wants to be independent. They just want money. They don't want to work. Nobody wants to get involved in any crafts work or anything. But it's all good. At least you are surviving as an entrepreneur. You have to be ready to face anything that life throws at you, anything that your business will throw at you. You just face it and come out top. All right. So let's go to the next question. So how does government policy affect your business? As okay, let me put it this way. Has any government policy affected your business? So I will start with Mr. ID. Has any government policy affected your business?
The one I can remember of recently, I get to, because I have some clients abroad,
Okay.
do you understand? So now they were
Yes.
banning cryptocurrency, all this, all that, which really affect them from sending money down to Nigeria to make jobs for them. And talking about the cargo aspect, also sending shoes outside the country is also a challenge because they can't receive and they can't send money. And those
Mm,
things really affect our market, our getting of our material also. Do you understand? The market
yes.
cryptocurrency will come shape. So it's only the few that in Nigeria that we are trying to get to make shoes, which really affect us. And
Mm,
the little one that we have in Ghana, they are adding more money every day. Increase in
every
price of
day.
their material every day, every second. If you go to market like yesterday and day yesterday, they will be saying what you bought yesterday has increased more to today. You will be like, why is it like this? So those things really affect our job. So for us to be able to convince the customer that this is what is happening, they will be like, there's no money outside, there's no this outside. So how do you want us to survive? Do you
Mm,
understand? So those things are
yes.
really affecting us.
Mm,
Those things are affecting us seriously.
mm. Yes. So I can really relate with what you just said now. Increase in price of goods, of raw materials. Because today you hear that leather has gone so high and also exchange rates. So okay, so let us go to Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew,
Yes.
okay, which or how has government policy affected your business? Any government policy at all?
Yeah, so many government
Oh no.
policy.
All right.
But I will mention few. You know,
All right, no
sometimes
problem.
all these lock up wala, you know,
Mm,
is something. We have lock up, you have extension, you have LASA, is it LASA or something? Because they
all
place
those council
they place
people,
signboard in the front of the shop. You are paying money, paying this, paying
money.
that, and if you
Mm,
don't pay, the way they will come and harass you, no, it's always bad.
yes. Mm,
So imagine paying lot of this one collect 10,000. In fact, recently some came, they said because of my signboard in the front, because I'm just advertising what I'm doing, jejely. They said I will pay. No, they said I will pay. I will register for 6,000. I will pay. They measured it. They said it is 12 by something. That I will be paying like 13
mm,
something 5. That for my
per
two design
month.
that I show. Yes. So everything I'm calculating was about around 30 something thousand. And they told me that okay,
Wow.
if I'm paying the 30 almost 36,000. So they said if they register it that I'm going to be paying that amount every year. Please, how much are we making?
How much are we
So all
making?
those, so all those things,
Wow.
they are really. And secondly, the issue of increase in hiking things in the market, it's really affecting. So imagine over the weekend you've taken orders from customers of like, you know maybe 15 customers. Maybe you've calculated your cost price, your income, your everything. Unfortunately, you've collected money from the customer. The customer is
Not get
expecting,
to the market.
now get to the market, and unfortunately everything is more or less like times two, times two, times two, times two. And
Wow.
maybe you're expected to make a gain of about, let's say, 2,000. Unfortunately, you get there, you're making a gain of about 500 naira. So that will make everybody
500
is like, just like, what's happening? But you just have to do it because you collected the job. And the problem now is,
money.
now how do you now confuse your customer that things have increased, but they will never agree with you. They will say that's the price they will pay,
Okay.
and that's the price they
You
want
know,
to pay. And some believe
you
that that's
know,
the price they will continue to pay till
to
Jesus will come. So,
pay.
so,
And okay,
so
I feel
it's
for
a
that.
challenge.
I feel yes, I feel for that aspect now of customers paying the same amount. You won't really, we like say you won't blame them, or we like say you will blame them, but you know the economy itself, people are really struggling. Most people are struggling to really fend for themselves. And you see someone that wants to make clothes, and maybe the person made that same style for
Yeah,
5,000 last month, and the person is
yeah,
making it the next month, and you're like, okay, you're paying 10,000 naira. The person will be like, Shay, I just made it last month, so it should not be that much. So I guess it's a national problem.
yeah,
Currently it's a national problem,
yeah.
so I pray that God will help us. It is only God that can help us at this point. All right,
Only
so
God.
thank you very much. So I want to ask, how do you manage innovation? Both of you are into crafts now, so how do
Yeah.
you manage innovation, and what strategy would you suggest for other SMEs in order for them to make progress in their business? How do you manage innovation, and what strategy would you suggest for SMEs in order to make progress with their business?
Okay. Is that for me?
So, yes, let me start with you. Then we'll go to Mr. Idowu.
Okay. 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 What I do? Number one, you need to think wide. For you to be innovative, you must be able to think beyond. You must be able to see beyond what other people are saying. You must be able to. For you to even stay relevant in this business, you must think faster. You know, like I tell people, there is nothing new in fashion. Every
Although,
new fashion is a trend of what has happened. It's just all about, okay, you are doing your design in white and you're mixing the black. I can come up with, okay, I'm not using white, I'm using red. Your design is up, I'm putting it down. So you must be creative. You must be able to think better. Even when you don't have anything to think about, even the ones you have, you must be able to turn around them, do something new. Because most of our customers, they always want something new at every point, at every time. Because anytime you show them something, they will say that I've seen something like this before. So
like this
before your
before.
customer, yeah, before your customer even comes to show you any design, you must have even seen it. So even when your customer is even telling you, I saw one design like this guy, the problem we now have now is that, especially with our celebrities, they are putting us in trouble. You know, customer will go and see one cloth that Ebuka wear. They will now come and tell you that you
I
said you saw it.
know.
And someone like me now, I don't do jobs like that. I reject them. Because one,
Why?
you can't get the concept of the designer who did that job. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like
Yes,
some
I
clothes
do.
Ebuka wore at the last what do they call it? A Big Brother or
Um,
something.
Big
Some
Brother
designers,
Africa.
yeah,
Yes.
some designers, you don't know the concept behind the person that designed that clothes, what he has up, how he designed everything, but you want to copy, and in the process, you will now see something like what I ordered versus what I got. So,
What
so things like that, I don't do them. So managing innovation, you must be able to think word beyond what other people are thinking. Let me just leave it like that.
All
So
right, no problem. So,
yeah.
Mr. Ido, how do you manage innovation? You heard the question, so maybe you should just answer straight up. Thank you.
Yeah. In my own point of view, I remember when I was learning this job, one of my boss like that. So
Mm-hmm.
in shoemaking, you must be able to think ahead. You must be able to think wide. If you have the shoemaking, that's one thing. The other thing is for you to be able to think because it requires thinking. It's one thing that I know how to make shoe, very nice shoe, very strong shoe, very very durability shoe. The shoe can last you for like 5 years, fine, we know, you understand. But then the other thing is how can you think for you to be able to improvise, for you to be able to do something that is nice because there are times that the customer will send you a pair of shoe that is copied from lately, they did from lately, and they will send it to you that go and make this shoe for me exactly like this. But then they don't want to understand that we don't have the kind of instrument they have here.
Yes.
We don't have it here, which is one of the challenges that we are facing. For you as a shoemaker, you must be able to think, even though I don't have this instrument, what other ways can I go about this job and it will still come out very well? You understand? So those are the things
Yes.
in crafting. You must be able to think very well, think wide, look forward, and each time you make a pair of shoes, make sure you look out for your mistakes and you improvise, you improve every day, every time you make shoes. You understand? So those are the things
Yes.
behind our innovation. And my advice to other SME members is that don't while doing your job. I always tell my apprentices and my brothers I have like more than 15 apprentices under me. I always tell them that don't go after the money. Make sure you have passion for this job. Do even when they didn't pay you, do it with joy.
You will not feel bad.
I want to see that I'm not seeing money in this job, but I want to do something that when this person sees the job, will be like, so why are we wasting our money to get shoot from April? If you have someone that can do something like this. So don't look after the money, but look follow the passion behind the job. And by so doing the money will come naturally. So
Yes.
that's my advice for them.
Okay. Wow. Thank you very much, sir, for that beautiful advice. So, sir, I would like to ask, did COVID-19 have any major impacts on your business? So I'll be starting with you, Mr. ID, before we go to Mr. Matthew.
Mm.
I guess you know the answer already.
Yeah,
COVID-19 really
sir.
affected the job. Like during the during the pandemic, people would be like, is it not only
Who
for
wants to wear
people
shoe?
buy shoe? And I was okay, where are we going to where are we wearing shoe to? So if you are
Mm.
posting shoe and you are there, come and make sure like have they opened any party? Have we been allowed to go for party? Or where do I want to wear shoe? I don't see money to eat. I don't have enough, I don't
Please.
have enough money before the pandemic. So how do you expect me to go and buy shoe? No, so during those times, honestly, it was God. It was God. For like 3 months,
Yeah.
4 months, you don't know shoe. You are just there
Wow.
waiting on the job. So God has provided for what He has. So
It
these
is
are some
well.
of the things. So these are some of
Wow.
the things.
Okay, so Mr. Matthew, how
Yeah,
did COVID affect your business?
it affected it so badly. You know, no Nigeria now. Weekend, Owambe is always there. It's
Mm-hmm.
always, you know. Okay, let me list them. Owambe is always there. Sunday service, everybody want to show up in church looking radiant. First Sunday, and everybody wants to go to church. But the moment that there is no church, no party, nothing,
Nothing.
nothing. Even if you give birth, say you name the child inside your room. So we were just at home, sleeping, waking. We could not do anything. Nobody. If you sew clothes, where do you want to wear it to? So more like you're sewing something that is useless. So we're just home. We're home. It's affected so badly that there's nothing we can do, but we just have to, stay at home and obey the government.
Yes.
And the government will never
All
give us
right.
anything safe, but we stay at home, sha.
So, okay, thank you very much. Well, at least you're better now. At least
Yeah, we are
post COVID,
bouncing back.
and you're
Yeah,
bouncing
we're
back.
bouncing
Okay,
back.
so
Yeah.
I would like to ask, do you both patronize consulting firms? So now it's a general question.
It's
So,
a general question.
Mr. Yes, so Mr. Matthew, do you
Okay.
patronize consulting firms?
No, 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 I don't. I don't.
Why?
I don't know. I
Or
consult
you've not seen the
myself.
you consult you've not seen the need. You've not seen the need to consult
Yeah, I've
to
not
like.
seen the need for now. So, but if I see the need and reasons why I should, now sometimes I talk to myself. I do board meetings, so I consult myself. So maybe maybe as time
But you
goes,
know, okay,
maybe as time goes,
all
if I see
right.
reasons and a very, how do I put it, reliable source, not 419. You know, this Nigeria we are now. You go and do
Hmm.
something now, they'll say, first pay us. So when you pay us, who will not pay you? When it's not MMM, I don't want. So I'm always on my own. When I see reasons, I'll surely do. So
Okay. Okay. Let Mr. ID talk. So after Mr. ID, I can just tell you one or two things that should convince you that you need a consulting firm. You need the services of a consultant. So Mr. ID, do you patronize consulting firm? No, why? Sir?
Well, maybe I haven't seen it reach me, you understand? And to be frank, I don't know what. Well, let's just say I haven't seen it reach.
Mm,
I haven't seen it reach. Maybe when you come.
okay. Um, All right. So okay, let me just chip some things in. During COVID-19, during when the whole thing started, people that consult, like that consulting firm that goes to make inquiries concerning how they can move to navigate through those crises. They like, how will I put it now? They have an edge over those that don't. How? Now, like Pearls Consulting, we render business advisory. We advise businesses on how they can build strategic, like how they can how they can make impacts in their field, how they can build strategical, how do I put it now? How they can make impacts in their field, how they can grow, how they can increase, how they can expand, even during COVID. Even after post COVID now, there are different companies that I am like different crafts that has come up, like different people during COVID. So many people learned how to make this, how to make that. So now, how you will stay relevant? You need a consulting firm to see through, because the way a consultant will see will be different from how you will see it. You might see your business as, okay, I'm the entrepreneur, I'm the one doing this, I'm the one doing that. But you need trainings, and we organize trainings to help you see those things. Something like data analysis, which I will also ask you if you get the data of your customers. Now, data analysis during COVID, you can actually go back to your, if you had like a consultant that you were working with before COVID, you can go back to your data, like the data you've gathered for a period of time. You can go back to them, reach out to your customers in order to remind them that, okay, we are still in service. Okay, for this period we might not really be functional, but we are still in service. Aside from that, there are different this thing, like, okay, now you complain about how COVID affected your business. During post COVID, now there are so many grants outside. There are grants that are accessible to entrepreneurs. But how do you know how to get these grants if you don't patronize a consultant? If you patronize a consultant, the consultant will help you, like Girls Consulting. Now we build well structured business plans, and a business plan will always put you ahead of your other competitors. You might feel, I don't need a business plan. What do I need a business plan? I don't need anybody's money. But sincerely, you need grants. Like you spoke about one of the challenges you faced while you started. You spoke about not having access to machines, and you also said something about when they bring new mode for shoes, different shoes, like to access them might be difficult, like the price and all these things. Imagine you having a well structured business plan and you're able to access a huge amount of grants, that will just like settle so many things in your business. And during any period that you don't have much, you can actually access different, there are diverse benefits that are attached to consulting services. So I know me too, while growing up, the mindset I had about consultants are like, all these big people, like, no, they will just collect your money. No. But now, working and apparently working as a consultant, I've seen that the way consultants see things is way different from how business owners see. We see things from the general view. You might see it as, okay, from my business angle. Now we're seeing it as a field, like the totality of that's your space. So I would like to realize, okay, now under Pels Consulting, we have P-Connect. Now, the P-Connect platform is where we bring different SMEs from different fields. We train them, we render consulting services, which and under P-Connect, you also have access to like grants. So like there are diverse opportunities. Most times we are limited to it because we don't see beyond where we are. But a consultant sees far and wide. Like he sees, like, I won't call a consultant and like omnipresent, but to an extent they have ability to see beyond just what you can see as an entrepreneur. So I don't know if I've convinced you a bit, but I would like you to also be on the P Connect platform. It's a like it's a platform that can push you beyond where you are currently, and it will bring you to limelight. Yes. Okay. Let me stop here. So I would like to ask, what has been the importance or the role of data collection to your business? Did you get my question? Okay, I said, what has been the role of data collection to your business? So, Mr. Matthew.
Okay. Data collection. Okay, you actually mean the data collection of
Okay.
my customers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, data collection has really helped. Contacts of customers, you know, chatting them up on WhatsApp. Sometimes, posting their pictures on their birthdays, just to celebrate them. Um, Greeting them happy new month. Having their
So,
contacts by okay.
how
How
has
has
it
it what?
affected your business? Yes, like how,
Yeah, it has affected
what is the impact on your
positively.
business?
It affected my business
Positively, okay.
positively because sometimes you can't
All
call
right.
all your customers, but some that you have their contacts, their WhatsApp number, you can't send every one of them pictures. But by posting designs on your status, they are all seeing it. They all view, they all see, and so it has affected it positively, sincerely speaking. Because you
Okay.
can, I mean,
All
no
right.
somebody wants to go to their house and start showing design that this is the latest design. So, but by posting them, they see it. So,
All right. Okay.
yeah.
So, Mr. ID, how has data collection affected your business?
It has affected. It will affect so much because
I can't hear you, sir.
hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. So most of them they use our contact at times. So most time when we do a broadcast, they get to remember, I've been looking for your number. And we know and most times some of them they really want to, but just that you just need a push, like doing a broadcast message every month, using their picture at times, she understand. So those things
Mm.
that they get to like, sorry, I'm trying to get in touch with you, but I don't have your contact. Thank God for doing this podcast. So they will just come back and they make their choice and we get in touch again. So it's just
Okay.
an encouragement.
And it also helps with your customers' feedback, does
Yes,
it?
Yes.
yes.
All right. Okay. So thank you so much. We've even passed our time here. So thank you so much. It has been
Really?
a wonderful time with both of you. So I'll just like in just 30 seconds each, or 30 seconds each, just give us your parting message. So we are starting with Mr. Idowu. Just 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just tell us something. Yes, sir.
Well, I want to say a big thank you for the opportunity given to me to be on this platform. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
And to other member, I wish them well. I wish them best of luck. So whatever you do, just make sure you do it very well. Don't just stay in one place. Just keep improving whatever you do. Just keep on doing it.
Mm.
You get to where you're going.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. So, Mr. Matthew, just 30 seconds. Your
All
parting
right.
message.
I want to appreciate, and I want to share this platform for bringing, this small boy to the show. I really appreciate it, guys. And again, I want to say this to I'm still young, and to the other upcoming, maybe you are doing one thing or the other. Mine is that don't give up, continue pushing. One day, they used to say there is light at the end of the tunnel. But
Eternal,
now,
yes.
I believe it's not even just light anymore. It's another word after the tunnel now. So just keep
Mm.
pushing, keep pressing. One day everything go better. Amen.
Yes, amen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for joining us
Yeah,
for today's
yeah,
show.
you're welcome.
Yes, I'm really
You're
grateful
welcome.
and I'm happy to interview both of you. It has been a wonderful
Yeah,
time so far. Thank you so much,
yeah,
sir.
you're
So have
welcome.
a wonderful week. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and you too. All right, take
Yes,
care.
sir.
All right,
Yes, bye,
bye.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Bye,
yeah.
sir. Yes, okay. All right. So it has been a wonderful time with Mr. Aremu Matthew and also Mr. Idowu Matthew. So thank you guys for joining us in for today's show. I am still your host, Eguna Precious. So see you same time next week. Bye bye.